We all know that DNA carries the biological information that makes us who we are, but how do our bodies read and execute the genetic instructions stored there? Let's start in the beginning. DNA is shaped like a double helix, but let's imagine that we untwist it and lay it flat. Each rung of the DNA ladder is made up of two nucleotides, held together by a somewhat weak hydrogen bond. Zooming in on the nucleotides, each one is made up of a sugar, a phosphate, and a nitrogen base, all held together by strong covalent bonds. These nitrogen bases are most likely what you think of when you think of DNA. There's adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. A and T bond together to form a base pair, and C and G bond together to form a base pair. These sequences of base pairs code for all of your genetic information, and our bodies interpret that code through two processes called transcription and translation. Transcription occurs inside the nucleus, and it is the process through which the information in the DNA is copied into an mRNA strand. Eventually, the genetic code needs to exit the nucleus, but DNA is too big to fit through the nucleopores, which is why our bodies copy the genetic instructions from DNA into a strand of messenger RNA, or mRNA. To do this, DNA polymerase, an enzyme responsible for copying DNA, comes in and unzips a section of DNA by breaking apart the hydrogen bonds that hold the base pairs together. Now that this strand is unbonded, free-floating nucleotides come and are attracted to this unbonded section. They form a strand, and DNA polymerase spell checks, making sure that the correct nucleotides are in the correct spots, and bonds them together to form a single strand of mRNA. Now, notice that there are no free-floating thymine nucleotides. This is because RNA effectively speaks a different language. While it still understands adenine, cytosine, and guanine, it uses a different nucleotide, uracil, in place of thymine. mRNA strands can be anywhere from 100 to 10,000 base pairs long, and once a strand is completed, it exits the nucleus through the pores and enters the cytoplasm to begin a process known as translation. Check out my next video to learn all about this process and how our body makes proteins that keep us functioning properly. Thanks for watching.